Hey everybody, hey everyone. My name is Ndlovukazi. Ndlovukazi wakwamahlangu. I'm a girl from Pretoria. I'm a girl from Pretoria. I'm a single mom. I actually opened up my channel a few months ago and I didn't really know what I wanted to talk about. So I left it and I tried to forget about it and I couldn't. And now I'm here. I'm actually doing this. I look forward to actually doing this. Having chats with you guys, getting to know you guys as much as you guys are going to get to know me and my child, and how we're basically navigating through life, and also how I am navigating through life as a single mom. I look forward to getting to know you guys and also you guys getting to know me, you know? Basically, just on this channel, I want to talk about being a single mom, how to navigate through life, or how I'm navigating through life as a single mom, fitness, I don't know, kiddies, lunchboxes, everything mom related. Basically, that's what I want to talk about, and also how to keep fit as a person. You don't have to be like super fit, gym every day type of person. No. Just basically the normal girl next door, nothing too big about their life. I look forward to actually doing this. And also, thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for tuning into my channel. I look forward to posting more and getting to know you guys and talking a whole lot to you guys. And also, while we're at it, we're going to drink. We're going to drink a whole lot. If you drink water, that's all right. But some of us work out, okay? So get your glasses of wines ready, your cups of teas, your bottles of water, your champagne, your beer, your water. Just, get that ready. So today, I basically just want to talk about how I ended up here, right? Well, not here on my couch, but here as a 31-year-old single mom that's just been doing it on her own since 9 years ago. If you count the pregnancy, 9 years ago. Ooh. Sorry. Okay. So I'm going to start from the very beginning, like way back when, right? So I met my son's father when I was 21, just after turning 21. This is now what, 2012? I think 2012. We met in 2012. We hit it off. I loved him. He loved me too. And life was okay, man. I mean, life was okay, and we hit it off, and we just went about our business. And 2013, I found out I was pregnant with Umbilo, and I was scared, man. I'm not even going to lie. I was scared because, oh my gosh, how do I tell my parents? That listen, dad, look, I'm pregnant. So when I found out I was pregnant, I actually told my mom, I think a week later. I called my mom to my room and I was like, look, I need to talk to you. I've got a situation. And it's not really a great situation that I got myself into, you know? It's not really a great situation, but it's here. It's here now. We just need to deal with it. I know you were not there when the situation happened, but because you're my mom, you're going to get involved, you know? I sat her down and I told her, I'm like, mom, look, I've got a situation. I'm pregnant. I know I'm not done with school. I know you wanted much more for me. I was not sad. Yeah, I was more scared than sad, right? Let's get this right. I was scared because I know that my parents wanted me to go to school, graduate, get a good job, get my own house. Okay, we'll get a husband. We're still on that one. But it's not going to happen. I'm not about marriage. that's just a topic for another day. We'll discuss it another day. We'll get another bottle and we'll discuss it another day. And so that's basically what they wanted for my life before kids, right? So it had to be school, graduate, get a good job, get a man, get married, get a house together, start buying cars, live a bit before actually getting kids. Unfortunately, life does not happen that way for everybody. And yeah, so my mom was really, really disappointed. She was really disappointed. She didn't talk to me that week. And a week later, she was like, you know what, baby girl, I'm not going to judge you. I'm not going to be angry with you because years ago, she was also in a similar situation. You know, with her, she was younger. I think she had my brother when... So I've got 2 older brothers and then 2 little sisters. So she had my first brother when I think she was like 18, 19, and she was still like in high school. So she was like, you know what, it's disappointing. I'm angry that it happened, but now that it's happened, now that we're in the situation, it's fine. It's not the end of the world. We can still, I don't know, you could still do all the things that you still want to do in your life, and I will support you as your mom, and I will be there for when anomtwanako. I've got your back. And I mean, that's just been my mom from the very beginning, you know? And then she told my dad. So that was like in May. Because I remember I found out that I was pregnant on the 1st of May. And then a week later, I told her. And then a week after that, she told my dad. When I say that this man, that Umahlam, so I call my dad Umahlam because that's his surname. So I call him Mahlam. Yeah, and every now and then I'll say daddy. So she told Umahlangu, and Umahlangu was basically just like, what? Like, my baby girl is freaking pregnant. I've got 2 little sisters as well, so I'm not like an only child. I'm not the only girl at Kaya. I'm just the oldest girl, even though I'm like a middle child, like bang on in the middle of 5. So she's like, what? He was like, what? My baby girl is pregnant. He was upset, guys. He was... my friend was fuming. He didn't talk to me from like May up until the 7th of November. It was painful going through that because, yeah, sure, we didn't talk. I didn't have a very close relationship with my father because, I don't know, he was just a strict parent. So there's always just been that, there's been a whole lot of reservations between him and I. Our relationship was just father-daughter, respect, give love to the child, but anything more than that was just, I don't know, for me it was difficult relating to him or opening up to him. So I opened up a whole lot to my mom than to him. So my mom had to always relay every message I had to him. I'd never go straight to him and say, listen, 1, 2, 3 is happening, I need one. No. I'd say, Mom, please ask my father, please ask your husband, he was fuming. And then he had to, him and one of my brothers, my other brother, they had to go to my baby daddy's family and obviously just let them know that, yo, look, you know, such things. And the first thing he said to me after months of not speaking to me was literally like, uyayazi address yakuloyo muzi. That is funny because I've heard his voice in all those months, but he's never spoken to me. He was speaking to other people, but just not to me because he was angry at me. Toxic behavior, but you can't exactly tell your parent that. And then he asked me if I knew where his family was, and I was like, yeah, sure, I got addresses and everything. I've been there a couple of times. Then we told my baby daddy that, yo, look, on such and such a date, my father's gonna come through. Just make sure that your parents are home. And that was handled. They went through. Then, yeah, you know, that whole process of Ubigumlandu. And then damages were paid years later. Oh my gosh, why do you call me now? Like, sorry about that. That was my son, and yeah. So he's not here. It's school holidays. He's off with my parents for these holidays. So yes, as I was saying, sorry, the whole process happened, and obviously they accepted the child. Not obviously, but they accepted the child. And I don't know, things went on. The child was born December 2013. Yeah, on Christmas, December 2013, my child was born. Yeah, I had a very, very easy pregnancy, because I don't know, like that pregnancy was very, very easy. But I've always been a person that I didn't want kids, right? I never thought I'd ever have kids, because as you know, as a person, when you plan out your life, you'll start by, I don't know, I want to go to school, I want to, I don't know, graduate, I want a good job, I want money, I want to live my life, I want to travel, and for me, kids just never came up until below, and I was like, shit, now what? But I quickly accepted my situation, and also accepted that, okay, look, I'm going to be a mom. I accepted, and life just went on like that. And then Impilo was born, and I struggled just a bit. When Impilo was born, I was not working. I had just finished, in the year that I was pregnant, I was literally doing like my last subject that I needed to do in order for me to graduate, right? When Impilo was born, it was the end of the year where I had to finish off that subject. And the following year, 2014, I was due to graduate. So I was still not working, still not on a learnership or an internship. I kept trying to get jobs, and also thinking, I've got like a whole baby. I need to provide for this child, because I saw that I was not going to get that support from my child's father. He was just, I don't know, he was not willing, or he had obstacles on his end. Because if I say he was not willing, I'd sound very cold, or I'd sound like I don't know, when I say he had obstacles, it sounds like I'm making an excuse for him, So, I don't know, it just never happened. I got a job around May. I got a learnership, not a job. I got a learnership around May of 2014, and things started getting a little bit easier. I had a nanny for him, so that at least he's got somebody to take care of him when I was at work. And yeah, from my little stipend, I had to pay my nanny. Trust. Yes, sure, my parents have been very, very supportive since my child was born. I still stayed at home at the time. Yeah, I was still at home. We raised my child. At the time, it was me, my parents, and my nanny. We raised my child because I was just 21. There's not much that you know about as a 21-year-old, 22-year-old. Yes, you're a mom, but you don't really know what to do with this whole human, So I'm very, very grateful for that I had my parents, both my parents. My dad finally did warm up to me having a child. He warmed up to the child, loves him to bits. Mbilo was like the first grandchild, the first boy grandchild from both our families. He's loved, man. We are thandwa kakhulu, and it warms my heart so much to actually see that and see how both families are actually just going about just involving Mbilo Nzabo and loving him and taking care of him, So yeah, and then at the time I was still with his father. And the relationship ended. I don't know, we were not really together in 2014. I don't see it. We were not really together, but we had not officially broken up. So he obviously found somebody else, and I was like, you know what? Enjoy. I'm out. Don't involve me. And he just never contributed to raising this child that we have together. I fought, man. I was one of those people that would call and be like, yo, we need this, we need that, we need this. Yo, this is lacking. Yo, school fees this. Yo, impact as umtwana. Yo, eventually you get to a point you're like, you know what? Do you, boo? Like, do what you want. I went to court. There's an outstanding maintenance order. Then I was like, it's whatever. Honestly speaking, it's whatever. I don't like fighting. It's exhausting emotionally for me as a person. So I got to a point where I was like, I'm not doing this. I'm not doing this with him, with anyone. If ever I have to fight for something, I'm not going to fight for it. Unless I'm not going to fight for it. Nope. If you want to fight, you're not going to do it with me. I am not putting myself in that situation. I'm not putting myself through all that emotional turmoil. I'm not doing it. So yeah, and every now and then he'd show up and apologize for how our relationship ended, how he has not been around. But also, I can't just be pointing fingers at him and not be pointing fingers at myself, because I know for a fact there was a point where I blocked him from having access to his child. I did. Horrible. Not my proudest moment. It was out of anger. I'm not making excuses for myself. I'm not. But that happened and I got over it, and eventually, I don't know, got my mind right, and I've apologized for that as well to him. And I've stated that, yo, look, if you want your child to visit you, not if you want your child for you to take your child, but if you want your child to visit you, if you want to visit your child, if you want access to your child, you can have it. If you want to talk to your child, call him. Yeah, call him. He's got his own phone. Don't call me. Your relationship is with him and not me. But we're cool people now. Like, we're all right. Our relationship is mainly just centered around the child that we made together. But even in that, I'm still a single mom. I like saying that, or when Umpilo hears me saying that I'm a single mom, he'll quickly correct me and say, no, mom, you're not a single mom. I still have my dad. You need to know, look, sure, you've got your dad, but in our setup, it's just basically you and me. Understand? It's just basically you and me. I don't want this to be all about the relationship between me and my son's father, or even about my son's father. But yeah, I think I've covered enough on him. Then I moved out of home in 2016. I stayed with my child and we've been together every single day since, besides school holidays. School holidays, I send him away to my parents, and now of late, I think since a year or two ago, he goes to his dad's. For me, I like that, because then they get to spend time together and they get to know each other and they get to form their own relationship away from me. Like, for me, that makes me really happy. I'm happy that they still have that opportunity, and because I mean he's 8 nah, but I come it would be too late for them to form a relationship, so at least he'll still have some childhood memories where he'll still be able to remember that, oh, I remember when I was still a child, my dad and I used to do 1, 2, 3. My dad and I used to do 1, 2, 3. And I know when he goes that side, they like do boy things. Like, they'll have like a boys' day with him and the dad's friend and the kids of that friend, and it'll be just like a boys' day, which is fun hearing about it when he comes back. It's really, really sweet, because when he's this side, it's me and my friends and their kids, and most of my friends have, like, I think, girl children. There's like a few that have boy kids, and we try, man. I mean, it's moms and their kids. It's, yeah. So yeah, as a single mom, you need to set up like your whole support structure. Just ensure that you've got people to back you up besides your family, because if you don't stay in the same area where your family is, then it becomes a bit difficult, like, for example, when you meet a new person and you let them know that look, I've got a child, so ukuthi nje having a random date on a Wednesday impromptu. I can't do that. For me, I need to plan things out a week or two in advance, to say ukuthi, okay, look, on such and such, like everything literally needs to be planned out to the T. That look, I've got a child, I can't just jump and go, you need to let me know of your plan days ahead, so that Nami on my side, I can, organize somebody to take care of my kid when I'm away. If it's not possible, then I'm definitely not going to that date. I'm definitely not going out with you. I don't like introducing people to my son. I don't like people as in like a new person or a person I'm dating. I want to keep the two worlds apart. And then I'll just jump in and out. Yeah, it's been like that for years. And school holidays, I make sure that I'm on my own, besides September, because that's just a week, School holidays, he either goes to my parents, his father's parents, or to his father. So, school holidays, mommy's out there. Mommy's out on the street. Mommy's just out having fun. Sorry. Yeah. It's been rough. Because you need to now be this child's support structure, ne? Be this child's, I don't know, what's the word? There's a word for it. I'll remember. You need to be there financially, emotionally. You need to be full on the whole time. Yes, sure, there's some days where you feel like I'm right to be a mom today. Emotionally, I'm like broken, needs build it up. But you quickly learn to pick yourself up, or you start doing things for yourself, like small little things that bring you back up again. Or you stay in bed for the whole morning, especially if it's a weekend, you stay in bed the whole morning, cry it out, sit in silence, in order for you to be okay again, Managing a single parent for the past 8 years hasn't really been easy, because I didn't think, nowhere in hell did I think that impilo yam would turn out this way, but it did. And now I'm here. And to a lot of people that actually do know me, or people that are around my life, they keep saying, like, why do you mean, like, how is it that it looks so easy? I remember, I'm gonna give an example. So I usually talk like this. I like giving like a backstory to a story, then a backstory to that. One of my friends had a child a few years ago, 3-4 years ago, yeah? And her child has been staying at home. And last year, the whole year, she's been crying about, I want my child to come stay with me. And by mid-year, I'm like, yo, talk to your parents. They're probably not going to say, no, you can't take your child. She's like, no, I see how you've been doing Mbilo and how it looks doable. It definitely is doable. I mean, it's hard some days and absolutely horrible other days, but other days it's completely fine, guys. It's really, really special. You get to know your child on like first-hand basis. It's not a relationship with people need to now be relaying messages to your kids. You form a relationship, understand that in a way too, because if in way 2 or 3, if you've got more than one child, or you're still with the child's father, you actually get to know them as a person, not just with as like a whole person. Uyamfunda as umuntu onjani, I've really enjoyed that, getting to know Mbilo. Mbilo's really, really smart, guys. Too smart for his own good. Dude, I love my child. I centered my life around him, and yeah. It feels like I'm talking in circles now. Let me come back. Sorry. So for the past 8 years, I basically just centered Impilo yami yonke around being a mom. About Impilo. Nothing else. It was just Impilo, top priority number 1. If it's not Impilo, That's by the way to me, it doesn't matter. I work to take care of him. I work really, really hard to take care of my child, to make sure that he's fed, he's clothed, there's a roof over his head, he's got things that he wants, not all of them, but the basics, and everything that he needs. That one I don't compromise on. Yeah, you know. So I centered my life around him for the past 8-9 years, to a point where I forgot about myself. And now when I meet people and they ask me, yo, tell me about Ndlovukazi, and I have absolutely nothing to say. It sounds boring, but I have nothing to say about myself. But when you center your whole life around somebody else or around your child, they become your whole world. You don't have time or space to be and do other things. They're just it for you, you know. So only now am I getting to a point where I'm starting to do the things that I like doing, like going out, meeting new people, I don't know, going out to little events and parks at the zoo, just being outside, basically winter, summer, autumn, spring, outside. I want to be outside. I've been inside for a long time because I thought that once you become a mom, everything else stops and it's just that 24/7. And it doesn't necessarily have to be like that, you know. You can still have a fulfilling life while you've got your time to just concentrate on this child and be, I don't know, acing the whole motherhood thing, and also have time for yourself as well to recharge and be with your friends, go out, meet people, and then come back all rejuvenated and carry on in Bilo, you know. And so that's what I'm basically just learning how to do now. Yeah, I look forward to us interacting, us talking, us figuring things out together. Drop your comments below on basically anything that you'd like me to touch on with regards to being a single mom. Don't ask me to have any more kids. That's not happening. No more kids. I've literally reached my quota. My quota was 0 and I surpassed it, you know. Leave your comments down below. Let me know what you'd like me to improve on. Let me know what you want me to touch on. Yeah, I look forward to interacting with you guys actually, and I don't know, just being around. Yeah, thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe and like the video. Yeah.